Teachers are always looking for ways to better manage the behaviors of students in each cohort. Behaviors changes with each year group as new social and cultural nuances are introduced and students become more exposed to various fabricated ways to behave at their age. Diversity and age barrier are two other factors that increases teachers' need to understand the best ways to manage the behavior of different groups of students. The reality is that no one can control another person's behavior without corporal or other inhumane, life-threatening oppressiveness. Teachers can, however, use approaches to empower students to make better choices and act in a manner that is more upstanding, thoughtful, and productive. Here are some of these approaches. Students are very accustomed to feeling patronized, lectured, or distracted. They have become immune to those methods of relating, and the effects of those methods have more detrimental outcomes than the positive reformation that teachers are expecting. Most students want to be intellectually stimulated. They want to feel as though they belong and have a sense of what they have to contribute will be valued. Students want to not just be heard and seen, but also listened to. This forges relationship and understanding, which makes a grave difference in the ways students react and behave. So one of the first measure is active listening. Some teachers are passive, others are aggressive, and some are passive-aggressive. None of these achieve the desired behavior from students. Passive teachers are seen as soft or unable to effectively manage the classroom. Aggressive teachers are seen as always shouting or being rude and miserable. Passive-aggressive teachers are seen as those who do not care about the welfare of students and are spiteful and sarcastic. What students really need are assertive teachers. Assertive teachers are clear about their expectations, their rules, and consequences. They are firm, consistent, and determined. On the inside, they are confident and relaxed, and this shows for students to see. They do not use put-downs or humiliation. They are fair and transparent. Their firmness shows students that they are willing to persist with expectations or dealing with students' poor behavior of choice without getting revengeful. Discipline is one of those things that you notice most when it is absent. Every teacher has met their fair share of students who are at different points on the spectrum of out of control. Getting students to cooperate at times can be a grave challenge. A teacher have a large number of students from different backgrounds, different homes with different socio-economic and cultural backgrounds that they want to cooperate with expectations for learning. Every teacher wants to have a class filled with students who are disciplined and keen to learn. When this balance is achieved, the primary spotlight is now on teaching and the resulting learning. However, too often this isn't so. This means that teachers need disciplining methods that works quickly, that solves the problems of disruption and allows them to get on with the job of teaching and learning. This is where standing and thinking and then dealing becomes abundantly beneficial. To get cooperation, teachers need to be firm in their use of stand and think, then deal. To help learners to be mature, reflective, and wise in dealing with their choices and managing their behaviors, teachers need to be very skillful at using this strategy. In the dealing process, there needs to be an agreed expectation that both students and teachers uphold, and students need to be reminded of it from time to time when memory or behavior lapse. All students need to be treated fairly, and both teachers and students should have an equal expectation to be treated with respect and dignity. As it is required of the students, it should also be given. Although expectations are impartial, students' situation should be taken into consideration when assessing the accomplishments or infraction to determine the measure of the reward or negative consequence that students are to receive. This is part of the fairness of the system. A child who misses an assignment because of a genuine issue beyond their control should not be treated with the same level of consequence as someone who misses an assignment without a tangible rationale. Equally, a child who suddenly does well once should not be overly praised, and a child who consistently make right choices not rewarded because they're consistently meeting expectations. As students think and deal, they need to be made aware of their responsibilities as a person, as a member of the class, school community, and society. They need to be held accountable for their behaviors and face the consequences. Additionally, they need to be given the chance to redeem themselves and have the opportunity to press reset and start afresh in a bid to get it right. Managing behaviors and personalities are not easy, and there will be those few students that refuse to be retrained. Nevertheless, the majority will see the level of respect, value, and investment you are making should you adopt these strategies and persist with them. As time progresses and realities are replaced with new phenomenons, teachers need to always explore and adopt new approaches to dealing with individuals, shedding approaches that are not working as effectively and adopting new, more efficient and effective approaches. Building relationships with students and the evidence that teachers care about their welfare and want them to succeed causes most students to become vulnerable and more cooperative with the classroom processes.